started playing together for a little bit. And then like 2 weeks later, we wrote a song together, sitting in a coffee house. And it was my dad's favorite song. So one day I have to get a recording of that and get you to all hear it. I know Frank was working on an album before all of this craziness happened, and the song was going to go on his album. Ooh, Taz, are you watching? Is that who I just saw? Um, so Frank's brother is Tony Walker, who those of you that know Govs Radio, he's our fearless leader, so to speak. Ooh, it's on the Gov site now. Okay, coming to Facebook in a few minutes. So, if that's the case, I am going to sign off from my Facebook Live. And if you could please go to the other, the Govs Radio Facebook. It is coming in a minute. I will share it to my page for those of you that want to keep watching and listen to me talk about something other than the same thing over and over again, even though you might hear it one more time. Thanks, everyone. And if it doesn't work, I'll come back. All right, if I am streaming, welcome to Govs Radio Quarantine Life. You might have saw me talking to myself, which wasn't really to myself. I was talking to, on my Facebook Live, I had my iPad up trying to manage everything at once, this technology. It's on Facebook. All right, hold on, everybody. I am going to share it. Welcome. Let me put this down. Okay, well, the show is officially starting. I have no idea where they're going to hear me talking on Govs Radio, but I am so happy that this is actually working. This is very exciting. I feel so relieved. All right, well, welcome to Quarantine Life. It is really, for those that understand technology, going to air from 2 to 3 on Govs Radio. On Govs Radio every day. Yes, sorry we're late, but we were having some technical difficulties. I don't know if it's because I'm a spaz or everything just sucks in technology right now because there's such an overload. But the most important thing is it is working. So, Quarantine Life. The idea of this show, and again, forgive me for those of you that were on my Facebook Live and heard me say this already. The idea of this show was to be on. There are so many wonderful shows throughout the week on Govs Radio, and you get to see these awesome hosts, comedians, and great personalities. But Mike O'Toole and Anthony Grazadeh, Graz, the godfather of Govs Radio, had this great idea to show you a little bit inside our lives, that we're going through this quarantine just like you, from our homes. Even though most of us are streaming from our homes at this point, the studio is closed. Only Sally and Tony have been going there because they already contaminate each other, so they get to be in the studio, only them. The rest of us that have been able to figure it out have been live on Govs Radio from their homes and using Zoom and getting their people in. And so I am very happy to be here, finally getting this technology working and getting to host this premiere edition of Quarantine Life. Every day there's going to be another host. We set it up first between now and the end of April. We'll see. I know the governor issued today that everything is going to continue to be shut down, schools and non-essential businesses, until the end of April. So Quarantine Life is up and running. I did kind of wonder, though, Tony and Sally or whoever made this programming decision, if it was a bit of a joke. Tom Galati, who hosts Comedians in Cars, forgive me if I'm saying the name of the show wrong. He is also one of the newer hosts like myself, and I got the first show and he got the second. He already knows how to do his technology, so I was the real joke. I feel like this was an initiation. But after a half an hour, big shout out to Mike O'Toole, not only coming up with the Quarantine Life idea, but also getting the technology finally working. I was really determined, and so were they, clearly. Charles, to answer your question, that is lavender behind me on my record player, which is currently on the floor because I have the table that is usually under it here, so I can be coming to you live from my living room. So, Eric, yeah, don't give me that much credit. I did keep it streaming. I did my part, but Mike O'Toole and Tony and Sally were all working hard behind the scenes to get this going. No idea what happened, but it's working, so yay! All right, so I have until 3:30. Thanks, Mike. Awesome. All right, good. What time is it? All right, so I can talk fast. So again, if you don't know me or you don't know Govs Radio, I co-host Chick Chat Wednesdays with Eric Shevlin on Wednesdays, part of the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio, which is on Monday through Friday, 11 to 1, with our wonderful Tony Walker and Sally O'Neill. And Eric Shevlin and I chick chatted up on Wednesdays. For those of you that were on my live, I was talking about Frank Walker, Tony's brother, because I've known Tony for many, many years through Frank. And then over the past summer, summer of 2019, Joe DeJesus started his Jam, which is on Monday nights, live acoustic music and interviewing musicians from the area and different. It's really great if you love live music, and lots of times, lots of original music. So I was a guest on his 90s show back in July, and it was so much fun. And then Sally and I met and hit it off, and she invited me to be on Knock 'em Dead Radio that week as well. And ever since, I have been in and out of jumping on the show. And recently, Sally and Tony had taken on so many different aspects of the business, they wanted to have Wednesdays to do that. So I jumped in to help Eric co-host on Wednesdays and became Chick Chat because of all the wonderful things we talk about. You know, Eric's fruity drinks and vacuuming and cleaning and all those things. So, no initiation. It feels like an initiation. So yeah, I've been doing the show with Eric for a couple of weeks now, but we decided to make it official. They put a ring on it. Feels pretty good. Okay, so let's get to what this show is really about. Sorry for all the high energy. Those of you that missed the whole story, we're just going to keep moving because I've repeated it so many times and that gets boring. So my quarantine. All right, so it's me and Leo. If you didn't already see Leo, I'm going to try to show you again. Don't mind my apartment. There's my roommate, my son. He has 4 legs. Believe it or not, sometimes he can get as irritating as a child because he likes to bark and go nuts constantly, as much as he's also the sweetest and best roommate ever in many ways. So he and I have been trekking it out here. I live in this great apartment in a house that's about 100 years old. I have the most amazing landlords, my good friends Don and Helen. Shout out to them. I love them. So I met Don through music and singing. He produces the Music Fest on top of the Huntington Lighthouse every Labor Day weekend, and I've been singing that with him for a long time. Yes, Eric, vacuuming is essential. I'm going to have to do that today, and I will think of you with every push and roll. And so, so I like... my apartment is upstairs. If you could see, there's all sorts of weird lines in the ceiling, and because it's very asymmetrical, and I feel like I live in a treehouse, which is really awesome. So the one thing, again, speaking quarantine, I have everything I need here. I keep it real simple. I got my kitchen, which I've been doing a lot of cooking. I got my living room, which I do a lot of singing in, and watching TV and working, and but he's not that big. He's 30 pounds. He's not as big as Sunshine. So, how did I meet everyone? Are you kidding? Or did I say that 5 times already? Or are you asking me? Oh my goodness. So, I don't know if you're really asking me, Tom. So I've been here. I don't have like a lot of, what I was trying to say was I don't have a lot of options of like, oh, I'm bored in this room, so let me go change it up. Like, there's basically 3 rooms that I can go in my house, in my apartment. So that is, can be a little confining. And also I live alone. So, real talk. Many of you have heard this story already before, but I will share it again for those that don't know. So it is just Leo and I here because my partner, and just to clarify, we were technically not married. We lived like we were married. That's why I call him my partner, because he was a lot more than a boyfriend. He was a husband or fiance, except we weren't technically married, which was a choice, by the way. So he passed away only a year and 9 months ago. And we had gotten this apartment together, and we're starting our lives. We're only together physically in the room, in the apartment together for 13 months when he died. And so I bring that up because I'm going to talk about it again a little later to share with you surviving quarantine life. But so yeah, that's how it is. Just Leo and I here is, part of my family is missing. So, it's important, I think, that we think about, like, everyone is really living a different experience. Where some of you are ripping out your hair because your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, your partner is driving you nuts, or your kids are driving you nuts, or some people are alone for various reasons, like myself, and dealing with different things. And, it's important that we know that, because we're certainly all in this together, but we certainly all live different experiences. So, Facebook is behind Gov's website. I have no idea what that means. So what have I been doing? So, because I spent a year and 9 months grieving, I learned already what rock bottom is, right? Like, I learned when you lose the person that you love, and we did everything together, and we were very, very close. He was my best friend for many, many years before we were together. And so I've already spent the last year and 9 months trying to figure out, like, what the hell to do and how to get myself up off the floor. So being in quarantine for me is really interesting, because it's like this moment of peace in a sense. So I get to kind of, I've learned how to make the best out of it. I've learned how to appreciate things that we take for granted. You hear a lot of people talking about, when this is over, I'm never going to forget how important it is to give someone a hug, or I'm going to go out and I'm going to do this, or I'm going to follow my dreams. And, losing someone really close to you is something that teaches you that, especially someone as close as a partner that you thought you were going to go through life together with. Your whole identity gets thrown off, which a lot of us are dealing with today, right? There's a similar kind of grief happening. Many of us lost our jobs, like me. Many of us are just totally displaced emotionally. So used to being outside, so used to being social, so used to working, so used to doing things that you can't do now. And it's so important we learn about ourselves. And it might sound corny, and forgive me if I'm sounding that, but that's what it's been about. So I've had the opportunity to do things I haven't done had a chance to do in a long time, because, again, through grief, and I was like this even before grief, I threw myself into work. That's why you don't see me singing enough. That's why you don't see me doing a lot of things that I need to be doing. Getting involved with GovsRadio has kind of been an outlet for me to try to get back out there and be a personality, and meet new people and do different things, make people laugh, hopefully. But I've been had thrown myself into work and been just completely immersed in that. And this has given me an opportunity to do a lot of different things. So I've been working on a website to market myself, to find work when this is all over. I'm going to be doing consulting, probably still working with the job I was working with, but from a consulting perspective, opposed to full-time job. I have been doing there's so many cool online classes and workshops, and I've been taking advantage of those. I got a friend of mine gifted me a business coach, kind of a life coach kind of thing. It's a group of women that meet every week, and that's been really awesome, and helping me stay on track and think about what I have to do to get myself moving forward. I've been cooking a lot. And then one of my favorite things has been catching up with friends and family. I had a Zoom chat with my nephews and my niece, my sister, my mom and I have been talking, my cousins, my friends that I haven't had a chance to talk to very much. And then kind of combining all of that. Like on Saturday nights, two of my closest friends and I pick a movie and we watch a movie and text each other. So it's been really, in a lot of ways, an opportunity to connect with people. I'm trying not to give in to the shit of it all, the bad, and look at all the good things that have been going on. And many of you know I've been doing a lot of singing, trying to post videos. Again, I hadn't been doing that much. So I might not be in a band right now. I might not be able to perform live or work with live musicians, but at least even with cheesy karaoke tracks, I'm getting a chance to be out there. Um, when this is all said and done, one day I'll be a comedian. You hang in there, Bosie. You hang in there, and you will get there. You will get there. Eric, I am not reading that. They can read it themselves. So yeah, so um, that's where I'm at. I've been, we make choices, right? Shut off the news. Shut off the news. Don't keep going and like bombarding yourself with all this uh, catastrophe every day. I really limit myself, or even my bills. Again, I'm out of work. I'm figuring out my finances, what that looks like. But I give myself like a window of time that I'm going to do it, and I'm going to get through for the day and then put it down so I don't have to make myself crazy. And look, and then when it does get to you, when you are feeling overwhelmed, it's okay. It sucks to feel your feelings. It really does. We want to run to the next thing. We want to keep moving on. But it's okay. If you feel uncertain, if you feel frustrated, stay in it for a minute and really like get to know yourself and what that feels like, and grow from it, and then do something, make a choice, put on something that makes you laugh. Put on GovsRadio. Normally it's much funnier than I'm being right now, because again, quarantine life, I'm keeping it real. This is what I do. I watch a lot of GovsRadio shows. I don't miss Knock 'em Dead one day a week. I watch it every day, at least part of it. I have been loving doing Wednesdays with Eric Shevlin. We have so much fun, even though the technology drives us nuts. I have been loving, Limo Talk and Don Sill and Jeff Bosie and Dr. Fedora, all the videos, all the things that people are putting out, either, GovsRadio directly or what people are putting out themselves. It's been really awesome. The crisis had made me realize how much I hate everyone and don't miss them one bit. Yep, well, there's a reality to that too. And then you can make choices of who you want and don't want in your life going forward. It does really put in perspective what is important. And that's why I was talking about the grief, because I've been a year ahead of all of you figuring all of this out. And I think that's why I'm able to keep smiling as much as this blows, plain and simple. Forgive my language, but seriously, it blows. It does. But we figure out who is important to us and who we want in our lives, right? So make that choice to put on something fun, read a book, sing a song, dance around your room, do something with the kids, run in the backyard, whatever you got to do. Felix, it's so sweet that you miss Eric so much. I know. It's hard. It is hard to not see our friends. And Felix, I'm sure Eric is definitely at the top of your list, like he is mine. Yeah. One of my favorite quotes is, it's by a poet named Renee Marie Rilke, and it was translated by this woman, Joanna Macy, who talks a lot about dealing with uncertainty and feelings. And the quote is, "Let everything happen to you, fear and terror. Just keep going. No feeling is final." And this isn't final. So here I am. The next moment, you may be laughing at a great GovsRadio show, or I've been watching my Melissa Etheridge concerts every night at 6 o'clock. Oh my God, they make me so happy. Tony Walker and I had bonded over Melissa Etheridge last summer when I first went on Knock 'em Dead, because we're both big fans, and everyone should be finding their favorite performers and their local performers and watching them and having fun. Oh yeah, you said it better than I did. I don't know what I said, but thanks. Hey Eric. Hey Ken. I meant to say hey Ken. All right, what time is it? All right. So, my friends, it's not very exciting. I don't have like a tour to take you on or anyone to introduce you to other than Leo, who you already saw. And he's even pretty boring because he's just sleeping. Even the footage of him chasing my landlord's cat through the neighborhood yesterday was frustrating. And Eric, I understand you don't like the poetry, but what you want is just there all the time. So just, take from it what you will. look, everyone, we're all in this together. I know my broadcast today wasn't very funny, but I don't know how to be funny when we're talking about this particular subject. And plus, I'm missing my other half, Eric. It's lonely without you. um, yeah, just again, keep in mind, hearing a lot of people say we don't want to go. A lot of us want to get back to our lives, and a lot of people don't want to get back to the way things were before. And remember that, use this time to really know what you love and care about, and maybe going forward, we're going to really focus on those things, and we'd all be much happier. You became a top fan for Melissa. Yeah, about missing people and finding out who's important. Sorry, I'm reading the comments, but I don't even remember what I said in reference to the most of them. So many of them. All right, everybody. Well, I think so. Remember now, the quarantine life is going to be happening every day from 2 to 3. Your different hosts from your favorite Knock 'em Dead comedy shows, friends that are just tuning in for the first time because you know me, please tune in. There's so many really awesome people, lots of different interests and backgrounds and things that people care about. Some really, really, really funny people. You'll have a blast. You'll learn a lot. You'll get to know them. One thing I love about Govs Comedy Club, Govs Comedy Club, the community, the radio station. You are funny just being yourself. Thanks, Tom. Thanks. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was gonna say. So those of you that know me know I love community. So I've been working in nonprofit for the last 20 years. Working in communities on the ground, building relationships, trust, helping communities that are more vulnerable get the things they need, but not just vulnerable communities, because we all have different vulnerabilities, but making sure we get what we need here on Long Island. And GovsRadio is a community. I've made some really good friends and people I really care about in just such a short time. Just so wonderful, and hopefully you will become part of that community too if you are not already. And the rest of us, well, we'll keep laughing and being silly together. But you should join us. You should. Let me see what's going on under here. Eric, what's under your little umbrella today? Pina coladas or margaritas? No umbrellas on Mondays. Yeah, I don't have a fruity drink for Eric today. I just have some water with lemon. It's not very exciting at all. But after the technology meltdown, I may need to go have some Tito after this. It's definitely, I know whoever's behind the GovsRadio thing said this wasn't an initiation, but I think it might have been. I'm definitely suspect. They wanted to see if I can handle the pressure. And I think I did it because I'm on live now. Oh, it's so silly. I don't really think I got anything else for you, but maybe a song, because I didn't want to not sing. We were asked to show people the things we've been doing since being home. I can't really show you how I sit at my computer all day and work on my website or take a class on my computer. That's super boring. Leo, you saw we spent a lot of time hanging out, cuddling, watching shows. I did watch Ozark. I've been a fan of Ozark for a long time. Season 3 was great. If you haven't watched it already, you should. I'm not going to talk about Tiger King again, the controversial, infamous Tiger King, but I am very grateful for my friends who pushed me to watch it, because it was definitely... Look, I do need to say this. I was going to save this for Wednesday, but I just want to say this because why not? It might be old news by Wednesday. A lion or a bear might get COVID-19 before Wednesday, so we might have to talk about that. Does anyone else think it's freaking weird that a tiger from the Bronx Zoo gets diagnosed with COVID-19 after the frenzy of Tiger King watchers? Let's all just stop for a moment and think about how fucked up our media is. And you just gotta be kidding me. Why are you telling me that a tiger... And who used a test on a tiger when people need a test? Someone's got to explain this to me. I haven't watched the stories. I've only seen the headlines. But something is wrong. Something is very wrong that a tiger. Not a panda, not a squirrel, not a dog, but a tiger. Not from Tiger King, from the Bronx Zoo. But interesting, right? Like let's play with your minds. You've all been watching Tiger King. You're into this Tiger King. You know, Joe Exotic, Carol Baskin, and a tiger now has COVID-19. Are you kidding me? I can't. I cannot deal with our media. You went on Limo Talk. You can handle the pressure. It's true, Ken. I have been a guest on Limo Talk. Those were fun days. It is quite a show, Limo Talk. Thursday nights. I can't tell you what time because it used to be 9:45, but I know it went on earlier this week, which threw me off. Friends, you made me watch Tiger King. Yes, Eric Shevlin, you were the final pusher of Tiger King watching. You are the one that put me over the edge and made me watch it. But I did have a few others that I've been friends talking with that told me that I should watch it, and you put it over the edge for me. So thank you. Thank you, Shevlin family. Shout out to Danielle. Anything else? Oh yeah, I was telling you what I just started watching The Mandalorian. So far so good. 3 episodes. I freaking loved that Baby Yoga when the memes were going. Yoga. Did I just say yoga? I've been doing a lot of yoga. My yoga studio goes online and does classes. It's been freaking awesome. And then one of my teachers started doing cardio classes. Something else I learned. Fat girls shouldn't do cardio in the second floor apartment. No, nope. So there I am. I'm doing my cardio, following my teacher, and my Leo's jumping and barking because he'll do that if I dance or anything. But here I am, like running and different things, and then my landlord texts me and says, "Are you okay? What's going on? If the whole house is shaking, 100-year-old house, hippo, cardio must be done outside. Whole house was shaking. Probably not a story I need to share, but if we can't laugh at ourselves, because it was embarrassing." Eric is Carol Baskin. It is definitely possible, Greg, that Eric could be. Eric is totally the kind of person that can cover something up, like a Carol Baskin did. It's a good point, Greg. I really appreciate that. I'm just gonna look at these comments in case I missed anything. They don't want to tell you that it can transmit through animals yet. I know I do worry about my pooch. My dog will never get it. She's an angel. What was 2 weeks ago? Charles Myers. What happened? I don't even know. See, I keep losing it. Yeah, Eric, you don't like being compared to Carol Baskin? I'm just saying, it's possible. Greg might be onto something. So back to The Mandalorian. I love Baby Yoda. I do. I loved Baby Yoda in memes, and now that I just got Disney Plus for free for a year, I can watch it, and it's making me very happy because I am a child of the Star Wars generation, and Star Wars makes me happy, especially with Adam Driver. See, Linda, I didn't get the Malcolm X shout out, but I can give Adam Driver a shout out. And now I said it. We should have made a bet. Okay, so what else? I think that's it, kids. I think we're coming to the end of our time, even though I do have more time. I wish I could really get your feedback and know what else you want me to talk about. But I'm thinking we're gonna wrap it up, and I am going to sing a song for you because for those, especially those that are watching, that I just realized I probably say a lot. I'm gonna have to work on that on Wednesdays. See? Oh my goodness, I got to get my old public speaking skills. I public speak partially for a living. I do a lot of training and facilitating. I think I'm generally very good, but it's like you get so comfortable, even though you're in front of the camera, you're just going and you're in your living room, and it's so easy to it up. So things that we need to work on. Toastmasters. I made my whole street shake playing basketball with my boys yesterday. I know, right? They thought they were in California for a minute having an earthquake. It will be Planet of the Apes all over if our pets get the virus. Oh my goodness. Linda is going to come. Linda Parmley, if you've seen her in the comments, we need to have her come on Chick Chat Wednesday. I'm saying this live so that I'm like pledging. She needs to come on Chick Chat Wednesday, and we need to have a conversation about like movies, and listen to Linda tell you all about life through the eyes of the lens of a movie, because she's really good. She's really good. She can't hear this yet because there's a delay, but I'll see what she says. And I'll save the other game about singing. Will I take requests? Maybe. I had a song I was gonna like close out and then hit the stop stream button as it ended, but Eric, you can let me know your request, and possibly, if I know it, I'll do it. For those of you that have been watching, this has been Quarantine Life. I am slowly coming to the end of the show, though I'm not quite there yet. Rump Shaker. Yeah, I'll save that for Chick Chat. We'll do that. Since this is supposed to be an inside look of Danielle, Danielle probably wouldn't sing Rump Shaker in her own living room. I might shake my rump a little, but I probably wasn't going to sing it. But on a Wednesday, you and I, Eric, let's do it together. This Wednesday. Maybe we'll actually get the technology working. That would be amazing. All right. So, you've been watching Quarantine Life every day on GovsRadio from 2 to 3. There will be a different host every single day. Up next is the wonderful Tom Galati. If you haven't already seen his show on Saturday nights at 5 or 5:30, Tom, I'm sorry, I forget. Somewhere around there, you could check the GovsRadio schedule. I tuned in a little late on Saturday, and I think maybe it started at 5, and I thought 5:30. But he has a great show, comedians. What is it? It's not Comedians in Cars. Cruising the Pike. Sorry. Sorry. I got all thrown off with the technology earlier. My brain is still reconfiguring. So, Cruising the Pike. Yes. That's some show on like Netflix or something that I'm talking about. Are you going to sing? Yeah, I'm going to sing. And thanks, Bobby. It was nice to have this time with you, too. Isn't it nice, Bobby, when you get to talk and no one interrupts you? Dude, I was like in solidarity with you the other night. Just so you know, I understood what was going on. Not cool. I'm torn about that. I don't usually say at work. I usually pause silently, but I said a lot on the new day. I can't see more, Ken. Oh, here. Or whenever I call into shows, because the usual silent pausing is dead air time on webcast and audio. Yeah, that's true. I do understand that. Me so horny by 2 Live Crew. Eric, write these down for Wednesdays. These are definitely Chick Chat songs. Definitely. Most unusual day. No, Charles Goonan, I don't, but you will like the song I'm going to sing. And you were raised by movies and Twilight Zone. Yes, you were, Linda Parmley. I'm telling you, one of these days we're going to get you to come on and do a segment about your movie knowledge and how we can all learn through movies on how to cope with life, like The Quarantine. Don't watch, what is that movie that's out? That's like in the top 10 streaming. Oh my God, see, my brain is just completely shot. The movies about like, you know, what we're living. Stop watching them. Stop watching the news. Stop. Put on something fun and do something with your friends and family, and enjoy this time, because when the hustle and bustle starts again, we're gonna forget, and you need to take it for what you can right now. So, all right. Really, I'm going to sing you a song, and then I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in. Let's see. Tonight, The Wart is on with Mike O'Toole and and other co-hosts. They are on tonight, as well as I think Jam is on tonight as well. With Joe DeJesu, music show. And then tomorrow, tune in to Knock 'em Dead Comedy at 11 o'clock with Tony and Sally. And yeah, I said before 11 to 1. It's not on 11 to 1 while we're on quarantine time, but it's on at least for an hour every day. And you can tune in for your daily DJ D Love rap. I'm bugging, DJ D Love. I'm bugging. I like the video of Hershey I saw today. That was nice. It was nice to see Hershey running wild. Outbreak. Thank you, Ken. Oh my God. I don't know what's wrong with me. My brain. All right. I've been talking a lot. Even before you saw me, because I was talking to the camera that wasn't streaming live. So it's been like 2 hours of talking. I'm still going to try to sing to you on my way out. Thank you so much for watching. I am Danielle Asher, co-host of Chick Chat Wednesdays, on at 11 o'clock on GovsRadio, hopefully this week on GovsRadio. Right, Eric? We'll get it. So tune in, and I will see you then. I hope that you like this song. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through the fear and sorrow, smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Cheesy karaoke music. Cannot wait to sing with live musicians again. Oh my goodness. Hang in there, everybody. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Thanks, everyone. Tune into Quarantine Life tomorrow at 2 o'clock. See you then.